Good morning students, welcome to Harda Degree College YouTube channel. Today we are here to discuss a very famous work. This is part of unit 1 of the syllabus for students of final year or say third year students. The poetic version by Stephen Spender named as The Express. Students, this particular work of Stephen Spender celebrates the beauty and power or the beauty of the speed of the modern train, illustrating it in a very beautiful way. Also, it relates to a majestic and mythical entity. Here the train is symbolized as a progression shown by human in the field of technology, and also the advancement that blends the natural world and it creates a dynamic harmony in the present world. जिस तरीके से आज हम ट्रेन्स का उपयोग करते हैं और वो एक सिंबलाइज करता है इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन को, उस पर्टिकुलर विचार को यहाँ पर स्टीफन स्पेंडर ने बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुली आर्टिकुलेट किया है. इन द फर्स्ट पार्ट द पोएट विविडली डिस्क्राइब्स द ट्रेन स्विफ्ट जर्नी थ्रू कंट्रीसाइड लैंडस्केप्स कैप्चरिंग इट्स ग्रेस. जिस तरीके से ट्रेन अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट करती है कंट्री साइड या फिर गांव की और या फिर कुछ उन इलाकों की और जहां पर की आबादी बहुत ही कम है और जो ट्रेन का मूवमेंट है बहुत ही स्विफ्ट है, बहुत ही स्मूथ है. तो यहाँ पर किस तरीके से ट्रेन के मूवमेंट के लिए उन्होंने कई मेटाफोरिकल वर्ड्स का यूज़ किया है, इमेजिनेशन का यूज़ किया है, वो भी बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुली एक्सप्लेन किया गया है. The train appears alive and it expresses that how the human invention has helped humans to lead a very peaceful life, or say the connectivity that has helped humans to be in touch with one's own relatives, friends, or say the distance that has been shortened due to trains, or the journey, the comfort that the train provides had been very beautifully expressed in his particular work, The Express. यहाँ पर पोएट ने अपने विचार जो अर्बन मूवमेंट और जो इंडस्ट्रियल सिविलाइजेशन के थ्रू ट्रेन को एज अ सिंबल यूज करके बताया. He has expressed his views about the train, or say he has compared the movement of the train to that of a क्वीन, कि किस तरीके से ट्रेन एक रानी की तरह एक एलिगेंस, एक ग्रेस के साथ मूव करती है और उसके जो मूवमेंट्स हैं दैट शोज हाउ ग्रेसफुली इट मूव्स, हाउ स्विफ्टली इट मूव्स. इट नीदर लुक्स here and there nor it feels any kind of obligation. तो जो स्विफ्ट मूवमेंट्स हैं वो पोएट्री में किस तरीके से यूज हुए हैं थ्रू फिगर ऑफ स्पीचेस, दैट विल बी ऑल्सो डिस्कस्ड इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वर्क. Also we will see that how the balance of nature and technology has been portrayed, presenting train as a symbol of modern marvels. कि कैसे ट्रेन का जो इन्वेंशन हुआ उसको किस तरीके से नेचर के साथ बैलेंस करते हुए टेक्नोलॉजी का जो आज की जनरेशन भी एक फ़ायदा या फिर एक अपॉर्चुनिटी के तौर पे हम उसको एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, या जो कंफर्ट हमें ट्रेन ने प्रोवाइड किया है कम समय में हम लॉन्ग डिस्टेंसेस जर्नी एक इकोनॉमिक्स के साथ या से इन एन वेरी इकोनॉमिकल वे हम एंजॉय करते हैं, उसको बहुत ही ब्यूटिफुली एक्सप्रेस किया गया है. सो let us see few MCQs. The first question, what is the primary theme of the poem The Express? So the primary theme of the poem is the harmony that the train is able to balance between the nature and the technology. So option B is the right answer. In question second, how does Spender describe the train in the countryside? So here the train's movement or the train in the countryside is shown as to be very elegant and graceful entity. In the third question, what literary device is most prominent in the express? So there are different devices used here in the particular work of Stephen Spender, but basically he has most prominently used metaphor. What does Spender compare the train to towards the end of the poem? The train is compared to a queen. As I have also initially discussed कि क्वीन का कंपैरिजन एक रानी से किया गया है कि किस तरीके से एक क्वीन अपना जो सिर है वो या फिर अपनी जो ऑरा या जो तरीका उसका जो ग्रेस होता है व्हेन इट वॉक्स और व्हेन इट मूव्स, तो वो नज़ाकत को, वो ग्रेस को या उनके मूवमेंट्स को बहुत ही एलिगेंटली, बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुली कैप्चर किया है या इलस्ट्रेट किया है स्टीफन स्पेंडर ने अपने इस वर्क में. द मूवमेंट्स ऑफ द ट्रेन, द वॉइसेस इट मेक्स, और से व्हेन इट गेन्स स्पीड, व्हेन इट गोज टू द कंट्री साइड, has been very beautifully expressed through his literary work or through his poetic versions. In the next question, what tone does Spender use in the poem? So the tone is referential, as we can see, or when we have learned this, when the summary has been discussed, you must be quite aware of this thought that he has been very referential. Say a particular imagination of his is very beautifully compared with that of the real life that is juxtaposed today. जैसे कि जब कंट्री साइड या फिर हम गांव की ओर जब मूव करते हैं सिटी से, तो हम एक बहुत ही शांति या कामनेस का एटमॉस्फेयर आज भी फील करते हैं, और वही रेफरेंस या वही इमेजिनेशन उस समय भी स्टीफन स्पेंडर हैज यूज्ड इन हिज वर्क. In the next sixth question, what does the train symbolize in the poem? The unity of human progress and nature's beauty has been very beautifully portrayed in the particular work of Stephen Spender, The Express. What aspect of train's journey is emphasized in the poem? So here there are many lines which portray the speed, the elegance that the speed has, also the integration of the scenic places where it passes through, and also the integration especially with the landscape. Students, there might be different lines that you would come across, like when the train moves through countryside, when the train moves through mountains, or when it is about to reach its destination. किस तरीके से स्टीफन स्पेंडर ने उसका कंपैरिजन किया है कि sometimes it looks like as it is sailing on the oceans. जो कामनेस ओशियन में होती है, वो कामनेस को पोर्ट्रे किया है थ्रू द पैरेलल्स दैट रन, the tracks that run in parallel, and the movement of the train, though it is in speed, is compared to the ship that sails on the sea. Also there are metaphors that are used here are to that of comets, कि जो अंधेरे के समय हमें एक लाइट या रोशनी का प्रतिबिंब महसूस होता है. It seems like a comet is seen in the dark at night. So in a way we can say that speed, elegance and integration has been very beautifully integrated with the landscape that the train here as a symbol is beautifully expressed through the version of, or through the verses that has been expressed in this work of Stephen Spender. What is the plain manifesto according to the poet? Here the plain manifesto is sound of the whistle that the train makes before leaving the station, or a large or say a huge sound that it makes expresses its manifesto that usually is compared to the sound of the whistle. In question 9, what is the black statement of pistons according to the poet? So the black statement of pistons according to the poet is the smooth movement of pistons without noise. As you have already you must have already heard in the opening lines that the train, though it's speed is quite high, it doesn't make any sound that is quite disturbing to heart or say to any person going across. Here the movement is so smooth that it doesn't make any noise, though there are rhythmic movements that has been discussed by Stephen Spender, like the music that is jazz in nature when it really achieves a very high speed, but that too is compared to that of a musical movement, or the comparison is not irritating, though it is quite high in its speed, but it is again compared to that of the movement, or say to that of the music that is jazz in nature. In the next question, 10th, what are the broad curves and parallels? So the broad curves are the railway tracks that run in parallels, and so the shapes of the railway tracks are here compared to that of the parallels, or say the broad curves. So the right answer is shapes of the railway track. What are the strange shapes? Here in this work, the poet has compared the strange shapes with that of the shapes that are created by steam and smoke. जब ट्रेन मूव करती है तो जो स्टीम और स्मोक, ये उस समय लिखा गया वर्क है जब स्टीम इंजन्स का उपयोग काफी अधिक था, या they were in trend. So the strange shapes that the steam and the smoke generates is compared to that of different shapes. In the 12th question, what are the broad curves and parallel? As we have already discussed, the shapes of railway tracks are very broad and are also called as parallels. So when a train moves on these parallel, it is hopefully, or it is about to reach its destination. In question 13th, how does the train sing when it reaches the open countryside? It sings slowly first, then loudly, and then like a jazz music it reaches its maximum speed. So when the train moves open countryside, or to the places where the population is very less, or it is quite scenic, though it is not much populated area that mostly we see in the villages side. So here the train is at its say the highest speed, and so it is beautifully compared to that of the jazz music. यहाँ पर ट्रेन का जो मूवमेंट है उसकी स्पीड की वजह से, क्योंकि वो अपनी मैक्सिमम स्पीड पर है, इट इज़ कंपेयर्ड टू दैट ऑफ अ जैज म्यूजिक. और ये जो स्पीड है वो ओपन कंट्री साइड में ही जाकर मैक्सिमम होती है. इनिशियली जब वो ज़्यादा पॉपुलेटेड एरियाज में होती है इट इज़ स्लो इनिशियली, then it gets its speed or achieves its speed a bit high, or say gains its speed, and then it reaches its say when it reaches countryside the speed is maximum, and so it is compared to jazz music by the poet. Question 14th, how does the train sing when it reaches the open side? So again the same question might be asked in a different way. So this is one reason that these two questions are discussed here, that the same phenomenon might be asked differently. So you can see a comparison in these two questions, that question 13 is asking the same content, but the comparison we see here is to that of a music. Thank you.